Bourbons, Luffies, Dr. B, Everidge cocktails, right
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the final day of the Abstinence of Everidge. Yes, that's right, we have done an entire month of low alcohol, and it has been quite a journey. We've had some great drinks, we've had some not so great drinks. In terms of non-cocktails, the zero alcohol beers have been a little bit of a rocky road, some ups and some downs. We've finally managed to track down the zero alcohol Guinness, and I think it was my favourite of the zero or low alcohol beers so far. As far as zero alcohol cocktails go, outside of what we've been making here, we've been having some of those when we've been out, and we did manage to track down one which I thought was particularly brilliant, which was a pop star martini. So the zero alcohol version of the famous porn star martini. It looked exactly like the alcoholic version of it. The presentation was fantastic and the taste was really good too. And they actually served it with a little shot of lemonade instead of your shot of Prosecco, which aesthetically looked brilliant. I wasn't too sure about the taste. The lemonade doesn't quite approximate Prosecco. However, it was still a really excellent thing to try. Now, we have had a couple of things come out of this that I thought would happen that actually have not. I was very interested to note if I would lose any weight because of the amount of redundant calories that is in alcohol, and was a little bit surprised to find that I didn't. Now, I put that down to the really quite sugary nature of these low alcohol beers that I've been trying. So perhaps if we were to try this again and I were to substitute the beers for something along the lines of soda and lime, maybe that would have an effect. Who knows? That's something for another time. I was also surprised to note that my penchant for snoring is apparently, yes indeed, not linked to alcohol. So apologies to you there, my love. So for today's cocktail, we are going to stray into an area where we haven't been before, which is to test out the low alcohol substitutes for sparkling wines, such as Prosecco or Champagne. Now here we've got a rosé and a Prosecco substitute. So today we are going to make a low alcohol version of a classic cocktail called a French 75. So for this we require a shaker and some ice, half a shot of sugar syrup, half a shot of lemon juice, and a shot of low alcohol gin. So this is another chance for us to test what we think about this low alcohol gin stuff. So shake that with ice. And then pour it into a champagne flute. There we go. That does smell interesting. And then simplicity itself, we're going to top up with our alcohol-free Prosecco. Now, it'll be interesting to see if this behaves the same way as normal Prosecco, certainly when I pop it and when I pour it. Okay, so far so good. Let's pour it, taking care not to cause a mess. The clumsiness in me is usually a bit of a liability at this point. Okay, it seems to be behaving like ordinary Prosecco. My concern with non-alcoholic wines and non-alcoholic Proseccos and things like this is that it might be really quite sweet, and I am a fan of the drier drinks. So that's a little bit of a concern of mine. If it is quite sweet, hopefully the lemon juice will compensate for that a little bit. There we go. Looks very good. Looks like a French 75. You might want to garnish it maybe with a twist of lemon or something along those lines, just to make it, look that a little bit better. It smells interesting. It's not ridiculously sweet, actually. It's that's drinkable. I think as I mentioned, the lemon juice is helping there. Whether the gin is actually adding anything to it, it's kind of tricky to tell, really. But yes, I think if you were served that, you would certainly have the feel that you're getting an excellent cocktail experience. So I think that is a successful drink, and I would recommend that you give it a try. So here we have some zero alcohol wine, and again, similarly to the No Secco, the trepidation that I had with this sort of thing is that I really do like dry wines, and my expectation is kind of like the real ale substitutes, is that it was going to be really ridiculously sweet. Now I've given this a try, and actually it's pretty good. It feels, a little bit, I mean, it says it's Sauvignon Blanc, and it does actually feel a little bit like that. So I was very pleasantly surprised. So, that's against my expectation, but there we go. So, the question is, should the dangerous yet camera shy paramour give this a try? Well, I'm glad we all saw that, and that leaves absolutely no doubt what she thought about that drink. We do hope that you've enjoyed this abstinence journey with us. Take care. Everidge out.
All I want is a liquor in my growler. Thought to be